Hi, everyone. I wanted to do a devotional for our word for today, which is direction. And one thing that I thought about direction is one of the biggest things that we ask God for. We're always asking Him to direct us. Which way do we go? What do we do? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I accomplishing the things that God wants me to accomplish? And so when I think about direction, one of the scriptures that came to mind, Psalm 37 and 23, in that first part, it says, the steps of a good man are ordered by God. And so I think it's important for us to understand the importance of steps, like taking it step by step, day by day. And even though it may be frustrating for us to not be able to see the full picture or not be able to see where I'm going or where God is taking me, I feel like it's important for us to understand that God has a plan and He has a purpose for us. And so that includes us trusting each step. And sometimes when we are in a place where we're not willing to trust, it it gets in the way of us being obedient in the step that God is putting before us. We're so busy looking ahead that we forget to sit and listen and hear God for the step. In Psalm 32 and 8, it says, I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. One of the commentaries by John Gill, he said it kind of like this, where it says, I will guide thee with mine eye, kind of like um, taking care in guiding. And he compared it to being the apple of your being the apple of your eye, you know. So God takes care in instructing us and guiding us. He looks at this as an opportunity to take care of us and put us in the right places in the right time in the right moments. So I was praying yesterday, and the Lord kind of gave me uh, um an analogy. Okay. I started thinking about when my husband and I, oh, way back when we were traveling before GPS, we would go, he was like, hey, go look on MapQuest and put in the information and make sure you print out, our instructions. So here's the great thing about MapQuest during that time. I would print out the instructions and we had the instructions and we would get in a car and we were ready. I would have from the beginning to the end. And so sometimes because we really want to know and we really want to understand, we want God to give us our instructions like with MapQuest. Like I want to know, I'm telling you this is where I'm starting and I want you to tell me where I'm ending up and how I'm going to get there and what roads I have to take and what I have to do. Instead of me concentrating on the one step, I want God to give me all of the steps. Here's the problem. When we would do the MapQuest, okay, first of all, I would have to look at it because my husband would be driving. And so he could not concentrate on the instructions because he would have to be driving. So I would have to do it. I have no sense of direction at all. And so I would be trying to explain to him what the directions are saying. And then what would happen? He would miss a turn. And the problem with just having the instructions in front of you, there's no recalculating. Okay, there's no, hey, I missed a turn, so where do I go from here? Like if you don't have a sense of direction for yourself, you have to pretty much figure that out. And so with MapQuest, like it was just it was a journey to try to get wherever you needed to go. But GPS, thank God for GPS. And so we, even though in our minds we're thinking, man, yeah, with that MapQuest, like I'm wouldn't mind God giving me instructions like when I would get it off of MapQuest. But here's the problem: the thing is, when you have the GPS, it talks, it gives you an alert, hey, you have this many miles before you get here. It helps you if you do make a wrong turn, it recalculates. And it's like, okay, yes, you messed up. Okay? You messed up. You went the wrong way. That's okay. Because that's why you have me. That's what God is saying. I know you messed up. And the best thing that you could have done was come to me. And now I'm going to recalculate your situation and I'm going to move you in the direction that you need to be. I'm going to get you back on track so you can get to the destination that have prepared for you. And so when I have the GPS, it recalculates my direction. When I messed up, it will let me know, give me a heads up of where I need to go before I get there. It allows me to know when I might be getting into trouble if I'm driving too fast. It will tell me that there are cops reported in the area. It will tell me if there's some kind of debris left on the road. Like it does so much to make my journey easier. And so God is saying, please allow me to help you just like the GPS does. I know you want to have all the answers. I know you want all the instructions. But the problem with having all of the instructions is that there are some times where you may make a wrong turn and those instructions are no longer valid. you know, you have to get back on track. You may be in a place where there's something ahead that was not expected, and now I need to recalculate those instructions. And so, even though it gets frustrating to not know beginning to end of what God is doing or what direction God is taking you, that's okay. Because remember, He will guide you with His eye. Remember that He will lead you and guide you and instruct you in the on the path that He wants you to be on. We just have to trust Him. Many times we miss God because we are not obedient, and we are not obedient because we're trying to concentrate on the big picture instead of concentrating on what God has put in front of us. So remember, direction. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to not know exactly where you're going or exactly how to get where you're trying to be. What's important is that God is your GPS. And as long as God is your GPS, you will definitely get wherever you're trying to go. God bless.